Well, guys, we are 3 years into the Wuhan virus, aka COVID-19. And somebody that we do quite a few videos about here on this channel has now come down with the virus for the second time in 2022. And the reason why we talk about this person on videos is because her city is just overrun with crime. And I'm talking about Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot in this video. Yes, Lori Lightfoot has the Wuhan virus, folks, and she sounds like a typical robot for the establishment when it comes to getting a virus. Now, what have we actually heard from these leftists, these Democrats, when they come down with the virus? They all say the same thing. It seems like they are programmed to say this. Maybe they get their marching orders or something like that, but they all say the same thing. Here we go, guys, on the blaze. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot tests positive for the Wuhan virus, suggests absence of symptoms is due to vaccination. Now, here's the thing, folks. She has no symptoms whatsoever. None. But for some reason, she's still testing herself. Now, guys, it's possible right now I could actually have the virus right now. Highly doubt it because I just had the virus like 3 months ago. But why are you testing if you have no symptoms? I just don't get this. But there's still people out there doing that. But here, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot announced on Friday that she had tested positive for the Wuhan virus, but noted she is not experiencing any symptoms. Lightfoot suggested her dearth of symptoms is due to having already been vaccinated and boosted. This is what she put out. Earlier today, I tested positive for COVID-19. I am thankfully not experiencing symptoms, which I attribute to being vaccinated and fully boosted. This is a reminder to get vaccinated and boosted this holiday season to keep you and your loved ones safe. That's what she put out. So the jab stopped her from getting symptoms. Folks, that is not true. That is not true. Even before there was any type of vaccines, and I actually did a video on this. I remember one Navy warship, they had a huge outbreak of the Wuhan virus. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe like they tested everybody, by the way. But about 60% of the people that actually tested positive were asymptomatic. That was probably with the alpha or beta strain. I'm not exactly which one it was. But people, her not having any symptoms, that's not reflective of the jab. Some people just have symptoms. Some people don't. Some people have different symptoms than others. When I had it, my wife's symptoms were a little bit different than mine. It depends on the person. It depends on the person. Now, with this Omicron strain, a lot of people get like what? Sore throats or get a cough. I didn't have a sore throat. I didn't have a cough. My wife, she got a sore throat. She had a little bit of a cough. It just depends on the person. But Lori Lightfoot actually out there at this point in time, still saying it's the same thing. See, folks, they just want people to go out there and get jabbed up to death. I don't know how many jabs Lori Lightfoot has had. I mean, Joe Biden has had like, 6 jabs? And he's had the virus a couple of times as well. Folks, if you want to get that jab, you do you. You do what you want to do. But earlier in January, almost a year ago, she came down with the Wuhan virus. This she put out. Earlier today, I tested positive for COVID-19. I'm experiencing cold-like symptoms, but otherwise feel fine, which I credit to being vaccinated and boosted. I will continue to work from home while following the CDC guidelines for isolation. And let's be real, folks. The virus at this point, about, I would say what? Now, I don't even know the exact number, but over 90% of people, all they're getting is mild symptoms at this point. Because this strain of the virus has definitely weakened. Now, are there still people out there that are getting a bad having a bad outcome or getting it a little bit worse or very bad? Yeah, it's happening because it depends on your body. Think of this: if you are like 300 pounds, for example, way overweight, yeah, you can actually get this thing worse. Or if you just have underlying health conditions, yeah, you can get it worse. But it's the same thing with a cold, same thing with a flu. It depends on the person. But Lori Lightfoot is out here still trying to push you to go out there and get the jab. This is the same thing that we've seen so many other times. People just keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again when it comes to the virus. You know, they're still, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that like LA County now, they may actually still have or re-implemented their mask mandate now. Why? Why are they doing that? The virus is not going away. If these masks are working so great, why aren't masks really working? That's what Dan Bongino said. That's a very, very good point right there. Very, very good point. But Lori Lightfoot, she has the virus again. Guess what? She's probably going to get it a third and fourth time. This virus is never, ever, ever going away. It's going to be here like the flu, like the cold. And guess what, folks? This is the cold and flu season. You might as well throw in the Wuhan virus as well, too. Because this is when cases actually do spike. December, Christmas time. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not. I went to the movies the other day and I watched Avatar, Way of Water. I had a person sitting directly next to me, weren't wearing a mask. I didn't know their jab status, didn't care about it. The person actually did cough. I mean, I coughed a little bit too because I was eating popcorn and I had a little popcorn get stuck in my throat. But was I thinking, you know what? This guy's going to spread me the virus? No. And if he did, I had my natural immunity. I really, really was not concerned about this thing whatsoever. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.